Welcome to episode 1 of Coffee Chats with Mo and Bro. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro. Good to be here.
So this is officially episode 1 of a weekly series that we'll be doing to be providing our clients with knowledge as well as anyone who is listening. It's going to be to help you guys with weight loss tips as well as muscle building tips. So come along, enjoy the journey. It's going to be real chill and we'll have some coffee together.
Yeah, definitely. So Monique's obviously my sister. We've been working together now for 8 months.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cool. Like, it's come with its challenges, but overall, we've actually got along really well,
Yeah.
And it's been awesome to be able to work together. And we created this business to help people lose weight, build muscle, regain their confidence via our online platform. So we kind of work with our clients individually to make sure they've got nutrition plans that are catered for them, workout plans that can fit into their lifestyle, and we just give them support to make sure that they get to their goal. So yeah, we've been doing it now for 8 months, and today's podcast is mainly to give you guys a better understanding of who we are, why we do this, and then we're going to be breaking it down and kind of following a bit of a structure, right?
Yeah. So we are going to follow a structure, which we will be following every week. So makes it nice and easy for you guys to keep up as well. So the 4 topics that we'll be talking about are nutrition, training, lifestyle, and then business. So something that's happening behind the scenes. And this is just to kind of dive into each topic a bit more. And every week it'll kind of change about what we're talking about, but staying within those topics. So it's going to be providing you guys with knowledge. So let us know if you get some takeaways from it. If you have any more questions that you want us to talk about in the following episodes, then drop those in the comment section so we can help you out with specific questions that you're after as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to be chatting about today. But before we get into that, did you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey?
Yeah, so the cool thing about working with Monique is we both come from different backgrounds in terms of our exercise and our like love for the gym or love-hate relationship with eating well and stuff. So it gives our clients a more diverse kind of outlook because we both have different experiences.
Yeah.
So my experience, I've always been kind of into the gym. I've always been into sport, rugby league in particular. So that was always my sport growing up. Played at a decently high level, and then when I finished school, went to university. Thought I'd be kicking around a ball all day. That was the last thing I was doing. I was just behind a desk, computer, 3.5 years. And then after that, I just needed a job. And I was thinking, well, I'd rather go out and work for myself, kind of take that leap, bit of risk. So I became a PT. And as a 21, 22-year-old at the time, that was a big step out of my comfort zone, having to, approach people, talk to people. In order to get clients, you've got to do that. But I knew that was the game I was in when I started working for myself. So that was kind of how I got into the gym. And I was a personal trainer for 10 years. Worked with a lot of people, men and women. And then pretty much the beginning of last year, Monique and I, we had a chat about kind of how we can help people and work together and what we can do to what that looks like. And so we kind of came up with a plan of our online business. It's been something we've been working on in the background for a couple of years. So it's not like we just came out of nowhere and did it. It's been something we've been kind of working on, but it all came to plan August of last year.
Yeah.
And then we just moved straight over to Thailand for 3 months. And we thought, now it's online, we can obviously work remotely. We might as well go to live overseas.
And enjoy it, we did not.
It came with its challenges, like living in another country and trying to build a business, trying to help our clients, trying to do so many things all at once. It was a bit of an eye-opener.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
And now we're a bit more settled, which is why we've been able to get this podcast up and running. It was actually something we had planned to do like our very first meeting 8 months ago, eh? So
Yes.
it's cool to finally
be here.
get this up and running.
Yeah, we spoke about it, but obviously we had to come up with, we've been doing it for years now in the background, but the nutrition plans, the workout plans, like getting our coaching platform up and running so that our clients can use it to the best of its ability. But we always talked about doing a podcast because we thought it would be fun, and it is good. I'm looking forward to it.
Kill two birds with one stone. Like, obviously part of what we do now is content.
Yeah.
And it's just like, for Monica and I know it's a love-hate relationship. Like, it's just something we've got to do.
Yeah.
So if we can do this kind of platform, and then crop reels and stuff into our Instagrams and Facebook, like, we're all for it.
Yeah, we're all for that.
Save time. So that's another reason why we do this. But that's kind of my background with training and why I got into helping people and personal trainer and now doing this. How did you get into it?
So I actually started from a dance background. I started dancing probably since I was the age of 5 and all throughout my teenage years and everything. And I loved dancing, but I also wanted to do something different. So I got into weight training, and I got into weight training initially when I was about 14 years old, and it's only because my whole family was going, and I just wanted to join in and kind of see what it was all about. But back then I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't really going to the gym with any purpose or anything like that, so I was just going there. And it's not until about 5 or 6 years ago when I started properly putting all that I had into weight training and utilizing it to its full potential, and the benefits that I got mentally was just insane. So I have loved my journey, and because of that, I wanted to dive into study health and fitness and just gain a little bit more knowledge. I had obviously over the years picked up on tips and kind of the exercises, everything like that. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about the nutrition side of things. So that's when I decided to study. And then I fell in love with it. I learned so much. And because of that, I wanted to help women all over the world kind of build their confidence, lose fat, build muscle, whatever it may be. And that's what I've been doing so far. So yeah, like Brandon said, I work with women predominantly, and I'm loving it. I know that they're enjoying their journey as well, and I'm really, that's how I got into it, and it's been a good journey.
Cool. No, I can tell that you love it, and I can tell that, like, it's cool seeing all your clients get results, and it makes our job so much more enjoyable when we see everyone smashing it and doing well.
It really does. It's, in a way, it's like, it's bad how involved maybe we can get, just in terms of when people are getting the results, like, it's like I won.
Yeah, 100%.
It is crazy, but I actually, it's an amazing feeling, and I'm honestly blessed to be part of the journey and working with you and being able to do all of this, because
that's the nicest thing you've said.
I know, but now
it just takes the cameras to be on for you to say it.
Now that I'm saying it, I'm like, it is actually the truth. Like, I have enjoyed this journey, and it has had its challenges, but I wouldn't change anything because it's gotten us to where we are right now. And here we are doing this podcast to hopefully help you guys and provide you with some knowledge. So I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, before I get emotional, we'll just get into it, eh? We are going to follow the 4-topic structure, and we'll touch on nutrition first, because with any weight loss or muscle building journey, nutrition plays a massive role in that, and probably being the top pillar that I would kind of look towards when clients come to us. So we'll talk about nutrition, and something I want to chat about is, if someone's new to training, nutrition and all of that, and trying to gain some knowledge, what is one piece of advice or the top tip that you would give someone on their journey when it comes to nutrition?
I'll go with the 80-20 rule if you want to lose weight and build muscle. By that, it just means 80% of your diet needs to be whole foods, good, clean eating. If you want to lose weight, there's no way around it. Like, you're going to have to eat well. You want to limit your processed foods. Like, that is the 80%. But then we like to work off a 20% of snacks and things you wouldn't really consider healthy. But that's what's needed in order to kind of stick to it. Because we're not big on all these diet fads that you see out there. When you see ketogenic diets or fasting or paleo, carnivore diet, whatever it is, that's just a process of eliminating something that your body needs in order to lose weight, and we're not big on that.
No.
We'd much rather teach our clients understanding calories, because we've worked with people for so many years now. You have someone that comes from like a ketogenic diet,
Yes.
and they think that's the only way to lose weight, and it's
Yeah.
not. Because the problem with those diets is you might lose weight for a month or two, but you always put it back on because you can't stick to that forever. Like
No.
at some point you're going to want a piece of bread, which
Yes.
means your keto diet is gone, and completely gone. And so we don't want to be doing this. We're more about teaching people what to do forever.
Yeah. And enjoying it.
Yeah, and enjoying it. And so that's kind of a big thing that I focus on, and I know you do too, right?
Well, that's what we do as well. Like I'm massive on the 80-20. So throughout the week, I'm pretty good with my healthy, nutritional foods, and I stick to that Monday to Friday. And then if that means Saturday and Sunday, I have an event, it means I can splurge a little bit more. But that's the way that we do it because, like you said, it is a lifestyle approach and a long lifestyle approach rather than just a quick fix because you are just going to put it back on with those other fad diets.
Yeah. What are like some tips for those out there that you would suggest to make it easier to stick to an 80-20 diet?
Get a coach. A coach is definitely going to help. Yeah. No, I would say, so without getting into the nitty gritty of it, if you're wanting to lose weight, then you need to be in a calorie deficit. And we like to tell our clients not to look at a daily average of their calories and stick within that target, mainly stick within the week target goal. So as long as you're in that, you're going to be losing weight. So that's why I kind of stick to Monday and Friday. I eat quite healthy nutritional foods, and then the Saturday and Sunday I splurge a little bit more because there's family events, there's may want to get a coffee and a cake or whatever it may be, but that's the number one tip that I would give. The Monday to Friday meal prep, so I do that on the Sunday, but obviously everyone's different. Prep it from the Sunday so that Monday and Friday you're good to go, and then Saturday and Sunday you're obviously home as well. Hopefully if you're not working the weekends, whatever it may be, but you're home so you have a bit more time to be able to put into your cooking, or if you're going out.
Yeah.
Anything that you'd share?
I think a huge thing when it comes to losing weight or just staying within a healthy range is you need to be prepared.
Yeah.
And that's why when Monique says a Sunday food shop or meal prep day, I think that's kind of the starting point to losing weight. If you're not doing that, you're not going to be losing weight. It's too hard. It's too hard to every day figure out what you're going to be eating or going to the supermarket every day or two. You need it all sorted.
Yeah.
And that's probably a key thing I would hope our viewers can take away from this. Make sure you prioritize your nutrition.
Yes.
Which means you know what you're eating pretty much Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And you need to keep it in containers, keep it in the fridge. I get the odd person that says, it might be a bit hard to do that. There are easy options you can take on the go.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you want to have as much kind of stored. Mm-hmm. So you know what your meals are. So you're not then going out and just grabbing something out of the pantry.
Yeah.
And something with no protein, no nutritional value. So that's probably the main thing.
Yeah. I think when I initially first started meal prepping years ago, I was overcomplicating it. Like I was doing these fancy meals and everything. And now I literally just grab those punnets of the rice and chuck that in the microwave. I've got a can of tuna and then I've got some veggies. So that's not even meal prepping. Like I don't have to prep anything for that, do I?
Yeah.
So it can be easy, and that's where we provide the knowledge for our clients and the meal plans that we give them as well. And those are targeted and specific to what they can kind of do within their lifestyle as well. So if you have more questions on that, obviously drop them in the question section and we can answer those. Or if you need a plan and some guidance with that, reach out to myself and Brandon. We have a website, Instagram, you'll be able to find us because we're everywhere. So with nutrition, there obviously comes training as well. So what's kind of one mistake that you see a new beginner making when they first enter into the gym?
Definitely not following a plan.
Yeah, like a structure.
Yeah, having no structure.
Yeah.
So they're coming into the gym, either thinking they can do it on their own.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you're starting out, you're going to need some assistance. You're going to need a plan to follow. Mm-hmm. The reason I say this is because being on the gym floor for 10 years, you see people come in and if they don't know what they're doing, they either do the same workout every day, which A, gets boring, B, means you can't track your progress,
yeah,
which means C, you're just going to give up.
Yeah.
After a month or two, that's boring. So it'll be that, or just coming in and kind of hopping on whatever machine's free.
Yes. Yeah.
And it goes back to the same thing. You're not going to be able to track anything. Also, if you're doing that, you're not going to be focusing on the certain muscle groups that you should be targeting.
Okay.
Which means, you're going to have no structure, no plan. It's and we know this, that you should be training each muscle group at least a couple times a week. But in saying that, it shouldn't be back-to-back days.
Yeah.
Because if you are, you're probably not training hard enough.
Yeah,
So
not giving your muscles time to recover and rest.
that would be the main thing. Yeah, structure. When you're first starting out, you need a structure.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah, well, you need progressive overload. If you're wanting to tone up and build muscle, you need to be applying progressive overload. And how are you going to do that if you're not structured?
For those that are unaware of what that means, what is progressive overload?
So progressive overload is either, you can do it many different ways, but the way that we like to say that the two main things you want to focus on is either increasing your reps or increasing your weight. And by doing that, if you're pushing your muscles to the limits by the last couple of reps, and if you're still able to do that quite easily with good form, that means you need to be upping your weights or your reps. And without doing that, you're not breaking down your muscle tissues, and they're not rebuilding to their full benefit. So if you're wanting to tone up, then that's the way to do it. You need to be doing progressive overload, because it's just the science behind it. It's what you need to be doing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you need to be pushing yourself. It's just it's the easiest way of you just need to push yourself. And we're going to talk about this over all our podcasts.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's at a different level of their journey.
Yeah.
So sometimes it will just be about getting consistent in the gym. So you don't need to push yourself. But once you've built up that base of 3 to 6 months, it's now focusing on now pushing yourself.
We've got this is our guest speaker. So my dog just jumped in.
Hello. Hello.
This is our guest speaker,
our
Stormy.
Star. Our star of the show.
You can clearly tell that she likes Brandon a lot more than me.
Hello.
Come on, Stormy. Good girl. You can stay there. That definitely following a structure, that is something that's so massive, and something that needs to be followed, because, and also another thing that I find with, if you're not following he's just ignoring me, guys. He's just all into the dog now.
I'm listening.
With progressive overload, you need to be ticking off as you go as well. And how awesome is it to see, and she's taken the laptop with her as well, how awesome is it to see yourself getting those achievements and hitting those reps and hitting those weights more every week? There's nothing better than being able to tick something off and seeing that you are doing better than the previous week. So progressive overload, following a structured plan is definitely key. So if you do need help with that, make sure you reach out to us, and then we can help you with a training plan. Lifestyle tip. What's something that you've picked up on, or one of your clients have shared with you, that's going to help the viewers with their journey?
So a little hack that I spoke to one of my dudes a couple of weeks ago, and he said online shopping, when it comes to doing your food shop, just saved a lot of time. Saves time. We're all time poor. Everyone finds it hard to kind of get minutes in their day. So if you can have some structure around your food shop, save some time, but more importantly, be able to click everything that you need. So you can follow a meal plan that you can then just click what you need. It's all ready to go. You can pick it up, and then you've got what you need. Rather than sometimes going through the supermarket, it's very easy to walk through the aisles that you shouldn't be. And grabbing those potato chips and chocolate and all that stuff. And look, we're not saying you can't eat that. It's important to have that in 20% of your diet.
Because we do.
100%. It's very important to have that. But ultimately, you want to stay away from it and only indulge in it 20% of the time. So it's a bit easier with an online shop to be able to control everything. And
you're saving money, you're saving time. It just makes it easier as well. And with our nutrition plans that we give our clients, it's actually really cool, because I love mentioning this because it is awesome. With our recipes that we give you, all the instructions, everything's on there, but you've also got your grocery list. So there's a grocery list section, and it's catered to Australia and New Zealand. So we've actually got images in there which tell you exactly which ingredients that you need. So it makes it real easy. There's no guessing involved. And that means that you can just sit there and you can just go on your laptop and you can fill up your cart, and that means you can pick it up on the weekend and then you're good to go for your meal prep. And that's what I do as well. I personally get my cart ready online throughout the week, and then I set it in stone for my pickup on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm meal prepping. So it makes it really easy, save time, save money, and don't go for the unhealthy options as much as I would if I was in there.
Definitely. So yeah, no, that's definitely a hack that we use, our clients use. Just it's all about making it easy, because I think that's a big thing for people when you're starting a weight loss journey or just wanting to achieve any sort of physical transformation. You don't want to make life harder than it needs to be. So if you can cut corners in certain areas, like, we're all for that.
Yes.
And that's what we want to be sharing as we go through these podcasts.
I think it is really easy to overcomplicate it when you're first starting, just because there is that lack of knowledge there, and you just think, okay, I'm going to start losing weight, like, what do I need to do? But it's like, you can actually put these tips into your lifestyle and implement them so that they fit in within your lifestyle and not such a chore. And that's where kind of we help. So if you need more of a structure, or if you just want plans that tell you what to do to get to your dream result, then we can do that for you. So make sure you reach out. Yeah? Anything else?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. So we'll get into our fourth topic, which is our business related topic. So what's been going on behind the scenes? I think it's a little bit obvious. I think we're sitting here right now and chatting about it.
Yeah. So like, this part of our podcast is just kind of a little snippet, just like what we're working on as brother, sister, working together, and how we're trying to better our business to help our clients and give them, the best kind of resources that you can get in order to achieve results. So, and one of it is exactly this, the podcast. It's something we've been talking about for ages, but like Monique said at the start, we just didn't get around to it because there were more important things.
Yes.
The day-to-day of working with our clients, but now that's all in place.
Yeah. We
can focus on this podcast. So hopefully it kicks off and we are consistent with it.
Yes.
And it's just a cool thing to do. Like, give a bit behind the scenes of what we're doing, how we work with our clients, how we talk, so people can see that side of us.
Yeah.
Because like I said at the start, content is something that is a bit of a challenge. It's just the game that we're in. We have to be filming things. So if we can do a podcast and then use this content for other formats, like, we're all for it, because it's all about, like I said, cutting corners and making things easy. So that's the business side that we've been focusing on. And so we're finally here, right? Yeah.
Obviously, this is episode 1, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's just chatting, right? Podcasts are...
I think so. I think this is our podcast, guys.
I think we're doing it right.
We just did a quick Google of what's a podcast.
What is a podcast?
And we just sat here with coffees and started talking.
Yeah, so. But it is cool. And if you guys engage with us and you pop some questions in the comment section, it's going to help us, which is in turn going to help you as well, because it means that we're going to be actually catering for the questions that you want. But these topics will be staying as they are, as a set 4 topics, but we will be giving tips within them on different categories each week, would you say, is the best way to explain it? So
the bulk of these podcasts are going to be based on nutrition and exercise to help our viewers.
Yeah.
And then we'll just throw in a bit of our business stuff at the end and little things like that. But the bulk of it is to help you on your fitness journey.
Yeah, get to know us as well. So if you are thinking about reaching out to us, working with us, then you get to know a bit about who we are as well. And I think we're pretty cool.
Yeah, I know one of us is.
Oh, we're going there. Yeah. No, but thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate the support. Like I keep saying, if you have questions, make sure you pop them in there so we can answer them for you, and follow us on all our social medias so that you can see all the content that we do. We look forward to it. This is obviously episode 1, so it can only go up from here.
No, we survived. We survived, bro.
We did good.
We got there.
Cheers, bro.
Well done.
We will see you all next week for episode 2.
Cheers.
Cheers.